Good morning. My message today is about fear. It's okay to be afraid, but don't let fear consume you. Walk side by side with it, but don't let it lead you. Ego turns fear to anger. Understand the difference. Understand what truth is. When you look inside yourself to understand what it is you fear, you'll understand that the fear is usually manifested. It's created. We create our own fears. There's really nothing to be afraid of other than fear itself. Most of us have a fear of being hurt emotionally, and that's probably the worst kind of fear to have. That's a soul-consuming fear that can stop you in your tracks, that can create all kinds of chaos in your day and in your mind. Your mind is constantly turning and turning and turning, lost, sometimes feeling empty, sometimes feeling anxiety or not knowing what to do, where to turn, or if there's even help. For some people, this can lead to deep depression, isolation. But I know from having gotten out of ego and looking at my own fears, and being honest enough with myself, and I look at myself and say, I am afraid of being hurt. I'm afraid of having somebody devastate my heart or my life, But spiritually and worldly, earthly, to love, we're going to hurt. It's inevitable. It's one of life's cruelties. You're going to walk a path and you're on your journey. And as you're walking that path, there's going to be people on both sides, and some are going to walk with you for a ways, and then they're going to fall out. It's hard when those people that you have fall out mean so much to you. It's hard to let go. It makes you want to stop your journey and go back and get them. But the Creator God's intention isn't for us to stop our journey, it's for us to learn the purpose and reason why He brought Him into our life to begin with. And as painful as it is, sometimes it's hard to accept that the Creator knows better than we do, and that it's easy to get caught up in what we want, and what we want isn't always what's best for us. But we only see right in front of us. We don't see the whole picture. We don't look far enough ahead to understand what the Creator sees lying ahead for us. Our journey is already predetermined. Our life is predetermined. The Creator knows the things that you're going to face in your lifetime before you do. He also knows how you're going to respond to it and how you're going to react, what choices and decisions you're going to make, and what it is that you need to learn from. If you don't learn anything from it, unfortunately, you'll have to go through the same type of experience again in your journey until you do learn. These things are put there not to make life complicated or hard on us. They're put there to challenge us to reach to higher levels of understanding ourselves, understanding who we are, and what our purpose is, what our purpose in life, because your purpose isn't just to live and pay bills, to feed your kids, to go to work every day and come home, to go to the gym, to go fishing, hunting, or whatever. Purpose in life is really to impact and influence all life around you. We were meant to take the blessings that were given from the Creator and give those back to the world around us. In most cases, that's knowledge. That gift and that message is knowledge. that's priceless. It's irreplaceable. The things I share with you came through great pain, a lot of tears, a lot of drinks, a lot of alcoholism, um, a lot of heartache. And it's being able to come out of that self-pity and stop feeling sorry for yourself and taking responsibility for yourself and your life, to be able to say, hey, I have learned something along the way, and everything that I've gone through wasn't without cause. There was a purpose. Even now, with the hurt and pain that I feel right now, I know that there's a purpose for everything. And if it isn't meant to be in your life, then the Creator will remove it. And we might not like that. We might not like what's happening to us or what we're feeling, because the feeling is very uncomfortable. Um, can feel empty and alone, you know. And this is when you have to reach out to the other people that are still there, that the Creator put in your path to assist you in your journey. Your family, your relatives, people that love you and care about you. Those are the people that are there to help you stand when you don't feel like you have the strength to stand on your own. Trust in God. You know, I once heard said, the difference between faith and belief is you can look at a tightrope walker who says he's going to walk a wheelbarrow across a tightrope, and you can believe that he can do that. But faith is getting in the wheelbarrow while he does it. I heard that once said, and I really liked that analogy. Um, the difference between faith and belief. Have faith, not belief. Get beyond belief. Have faith that everything in your life is for a reason. And when you look at it that way and look to see what there is that you can learn from it, things start to make sense and they start coming together. Sometimes it might take a couple of years before they make sense. But it does happen, I assure you, and I promise you. That happens. You know, you just have to be patient enough to walk through that emptiness, walk through that fear. Like I said, walk through it, walk alongside of it. Just don't let it lead you. Um, Fear can motivate you, or it can destroy you, and it can destroy relationships. It can destroy trust. It can destroy many things. It can destroy hearts, um, minds. Fear is a powerful thing, just as our words. Our words are either going to help or hurt people. You know, so always be careful of what you put out in the universe, because once you put it out there, there's no taking it back. You know, life today has given me opportunities to make amends with my past, to look at myself, to become a better man, and to look through my own bullshit and realize when I'm full of shit. Nobody knows better than I do when I'm full of shit. And I get that today. And it's being able to stay in God's truth and not get caught up in what I want for myself. Um, and that can be very lonely. Very lonely. But I also don't have the luxury, like I said, of feeling sorry for myself. I have too many people that depend on me, and it feels good to have people that do depend on me. And that helps me keep out of myself. You people help me keep out of myself. You people help me stay on the right path. You all are a very important part of my life, and believe that, or I wouldn't be taking the time to tell you how much I care. I wouldn't be taking the time to go out in the woods and pray, and to do the things that I need to do to give back to the world around me. Um, Everything I've experienced in my life wasn't without cause, and and now it's that time where the Creator's calling me to give that back, and I do that. So there's people. Some people are drawn to me, and and that's not me. They're really drawn to. They're drawn to that healing that the Creator has provided for them through His message, through messages, and that in itself is strength. That's growth, and that's about as honest as I can be with you. Um, you want to stay out of ego. Always remember humility. You know, always remember to keep your ears open and listen for God's message. Because it's going to come in a lot of different faces and a lot of different voices. And if your mind is closed and you're busy judging people, you might miss that message, because the person you're judging might be actually God speaking to you through them. And what He's showing you through them is what you need to learn about yourself. You know, that's why it's always important not to judge. I'm nobody to judge you or anyone in your life for anything that's happened or anything they've done or anything they've said. You know, we're all physical beings on a spiritual journey, and we're all meant to find out what our purpose is. So keep searching, and here if you need me. You're all in my prayers today. Have a blessed day.